Hello ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to another episode of the My Player Career Mode, and welcome as well to the second video of today. We had the Road to Glory Career Mode out earlier, so if you missed that and want to check it out, it is up on the channel. It went out at 4 PM, hoping to get this out for you at 6 PM or thereabouts anyway. First couple of games though will be in post-com as we took on West Ham United and Watford in the Premier League. You remember last episode features getting knocked out of the FA Cup by good old West Ham United. So this could be quite a tough one here. But we had them at the Emirates. I was feeling like that little FA Cup thing. Yes, I played horrifically. I wanted a bit of revenge. Not going to lie. I wanted to come here and prove the point, if you will. But later on, we will have the second leg of the semi-final of the Carabao Cup against Manchester United for you all live. So you'll know if we've reached a final or not. That is to come. Beginning of this game, let's just say, didn't go to plan at the start. We were 1-0 down after 7 minutes from a corner put into the box, which Issa Diop rose the highest out of any of the Arsenal players to head it into the back of the net. So, frustratingly, it seemed like we were in for the same situation that we had in the FA Cup, where, you know, we went out of that one, we lost by a goal to nil, having lost it in the last few minutes of the game. Comparing it to this one here, it was different. We were 1-0 down after 7 minutes, and then Felipe Anderson doubled it to make it 2-0 in the second half. And I was just sat here thinking, have we actually found our bogey team? Are West Ham United going to be the side in this season that we just simply put can't seem to be able to play well against? We beat them earlier on in the Premier League. I think it was just a 1-0 where we stole a late goal in that game. But here, they just battered us. They really, really battered us. They could have been 3-0 to the good, putting that chance right before the end, wide of the post. And at that game, I came off thinking, What do I even say to you guys? Like, I've not been performing the greatest. I'm in a little bit of a blip in form. But even that, getting beaten there in that game by 2-0 and not even having a real opportunity to show you, kind of worried me a little bit. Because remember why we're here. We're here to win the Premier League. That is the only competition left that we actually want to try and win. And at the minute, we're doing well. But the blip in form for me, I get the feeling that if I don't score the goals, who's gonna? You know, when you've got Asano and Schopf on the wings. I know Schopf has scored a couple recently, bangers-wise. But overall, his performances have been pretty mediocre by all accounts. But we went into the next game trying to just put that first game to the back of our minds. We had a shot come back off the top of the crossbar, which fell to the man we were just talking about. You know, Schopf in the goals in terms of the bangers recently. But overall performances leaving a lot to be answered because he gives the ball away quite a lot when we play games. But you know what? That was a decent finish. It came in with pace. He had to make sure he kept it underside of the crossbar. And it was like watching a different team from the team that played against West Ham. That turn right there before the pass inside to Asano, who finished it off for 2-0, making me eat my words about players not scoring in the team because we're 2-0 in front, and I haven't got either of them. Although, we played a massive part in both. The first shot coming back off the post, allowing Schopf to have the open goal, and then the assist for that one there for Asano's. But it wouldn't be the game if we didn't concede, because the two against West Ham United were goals which we largely were our fault. Let's just say that. This time, the corner gets put in. I have no idea where Leno's going. He comes into no man's land, gets nowhere near it, and it's headed in completely free for Watford to try and get themselves back in the game. But at this time, I was just thinking, I need a goal. I need to get myself on the score sheet. I'm not really performing. You can see I sold them with the step overs. We tried to do it last episode out, didn't we? Didn't quite work. This time, though, it worked wonders, completely selling the defender a dream before firing in from the finesse shot. When it's not working, we fall back to the time finesses. You guys know all about these at this point. It is nothing new in this year's FIFA. It was just all about the step overs that sold them a dream. You can see there was one there, and I was just trying to get the shooting opportunity before really anything. Eventually it opened up, and luckily we finished it off to make it 3-1. And that was the end of game number 2 then. So a 2-0 defeat to West Ham. Put that to back of our minds in order to come here to Vicarage Road and get a 3-1 victory, which was important because at this point, it is now very close in the Premier League between us and Manchester United. Liverpool as well, not too far behind in third. So it's all to play for. And if we slip up, you do get the feeling the likes of Manchester United, the likes of Liverpool are going to make us pay. Obviously, Liverpool had those 2 injuries last time out, which were quite serious ones, to Romagnoli and Mane. So we could kind of, you know, look at that and say, well, they're going to be hopefully struggling a little bit too. But nevertheless, guys, that ends off the results, and that will be the post-com portion of the episode done. Let's jump to live. Nightmare start to today's episode, but it's certainly picked up with that second game against Watford. So quite happy with that one, especially the goal we got. I worked hard for that because we weren't scoring, and I was having a bit of a rubbish episode, to be fair. Maybe it's down to the boots. But we're going to jump ourselves into the second leg of the semi-final of the Carabao Cup against Manchester United right now. And all I'm going to say is, after the 1-1 draw last time, we were horrific in the Cup last episode. I do not want a same repeat performance today. So, as you can see, the side is on your screen. It is quite possibly the strongest lineup that Emery could have gone with for this one at the Emirates. It's a 1-1 aggregate scoreline. We have to try and grab a goal in the game itself. We'll see if we can do that when it comes up here. Now, we'll check out the Man United team in game, but all I'm going to say is, I am pretty confident we'll go through. Not sure if I'm going to have a good performance, though. That's like that. And by the way, the lag, when you see it go into game, that's not you. When I've done it on these episodes previously, it's like the game loading up. It does it every so often for me, and then it'll go fine again. So, like I said, I don't actually know what this bit is. But yeah, it's not you guys, don't worry. Nice to have Big Virgil back in the side as well. He captains us today. I'm pretty sure we're going to see probably the same lineup we did for the first leg last episode, but there might be a couple of changes here and there. We'll find out in a minute. Pogba's already started. He captains Man United. Obviously, De Gea, we know about him. He's a bit of an annoyance to get past, but we were going to try our best here and see if we can do that. Obviously, I'm not sure how this one's going to end. I do feel that there'll be chances for both sides. It's about taking those chances. So you saw our lineup previously, but on the bench there is Alexander-Arnold, Zivkovic to come on, Zaza if we need him, Amiri as well, Luis Alberto on top of that. So a lot of good changes that Emery can make should he need to do during the game itself. Man United though, I'm pretty sure, like I said, it will be the same starting 11, which is going to pop up right here. So, De Gea, Fosu-Mensah, Hummels, Koulibaly and Telles, Pogba, Kovacic, Milinkovic-Savic, Saigankov, Lukaku and Rashford. Belotti on the bench, Fred on the bench. Fred came on to score last game. Might have even started. I'm not sure he did though, but Fred did score the equaliser last game, so we know that he can pop up when needed. But we are underway here then for the second leg of the Carabao Cup. The winner will take their spot in the final. But who will that be? Manchester United or Arsenal? Van Dijk, shot. Hits one down the line that's nearly going to run out of play, and I need to cut it back inside, which we've been able to do with a little skill move. We continue in still as well, and we're going to find Besambani. He lays it through to Fornals. 10 minutes in, it is us creating pretty much all the chances. But the problem is, both of our shots have been so poor. They've been straight at David De Gea. Need to try and hit the corners, and I can keep running the channels all day long, but I don't want to keep doing that, because I'm not going to get a chance myself if I do that. And then we don't finish. So it's that happy medium need to find. Great ball. Fornals, great football from Arsenal. Pablo Fornals still. I'm going to try and go near post for him. He's giving the ball off as well. He's back in the box. Fornals will finish it off. Great move. Arsenal 1, Man United 0. 24 minutes in. And actually, when I played this pass, I knew Fornals had made the run, but I was actually looking at Iwobi. So I'm kind of glad that Fornals was able to finish it, because if not, I'd have looked pretty stupid after that, wouldn't I? But this is a great move. Fornals plays the ball in. It's deflected. We did just enough to hold off Koulibaly, who couldn't really put a challenge in his own box because it risked the penalty. Stepped off slightly, we just laid it back to Fornals, and he finished it well as well. David De Gea slightly too late on the dive. Arsenal 1, Manchester United 0 in the semi-final. And if it stays like this, we're looking at the Carabao Cup final. Rashford wins the header. This is bad. Sergej Milinkovic-Savic through to Rashford to finish it, and he does. Arsenal 1, Manchester United 1. 42 minutes in, Rashford wins the initial flick down towards Milinkovic-Savic. 1-2 with him very quickly, and Rashford does what Rashford does. You give him a position there, he's not going to miss it. You can say Leno probably was so close to saving it. He gets a big touch to this, but the quality's there from Rashford. Sometimes you just have to hit it and just hope that it goes in. Even with that, he tried his best, Leno, but the ball's gone through him into the bottom corner, and it's 1-1 just before half-time. Game is back on again. Exactly the same scoreline that it was at Old Trafford. Typical me as well, after having this really bad patch of form where I'm not exactly, performing to the best of my ability. If I was to go on in a penalty shootout for this and end up missing, that would be typical of me. Really would be. But hopefully that won't happen. We can probably find a chance or two before the full-time whistle comes and before we have to get into penalties. And Didi laying the ball through, trying to step over ref. That's a foul, and we're going to get ourselves a free kick right on the edge of the area. Don't know why it's telling me to keep it simple. I've won a free kick in a good position, and I've actually been given the opportunity to take it as well. Can we find the top corner? It's there. It's off the post. It's bouncing in. Fosu-Mensah clears. Are you joking? That is so close. We nearly got our first free kick. Fornals! De Gea saves it. How close for this? Goal decision system, anybody? There it is, over the top of the wall. You can see De Gea didn't really... Oh, actually hit De Gea. Without that touch from David De Gea, was it going in potentially? It comes off the wall. Well, it comes off the post, sorry, and it's kind of curling that way, but De Gea's touch then touches it onto the crossbar. Oh, wow. There was so much going on there before Fosu Mensah just smashes it away with the boot. That was close, man. Shop's made the run for us. 64 minutes in. Needs a good delivery, though. He's played it back towards Kimmich, who's dinked it in towards the back post. Zivkovic off the bench hits the woodwork. Another chance goes begging for Arsenal. That is the second time in the last sort of 20 minutes we've hit the post. Obviously, my free kick, and now Zivkovic with that one. You can tell that it's coming, but the question is, can we hold out defensively and make sure we don't just give United that opportunity? We've been the better side thus far. Just struggling to find the finish, and that pass was not meant for him. That was supposed to go to El Neni, but overhit it a bit too much, and it went kind of bad. Zivkovic plays it in. Koulibaly on one side. I'm just trying to get away from him to get the shot away potentially. I've got it away as well. Oh, and it's a brilliant finish. Moment of quality that I've lacked in recent weeks. There is the finish we're looking for, and that has given me a whole heap of confidence moving forward. Arsenal 2, Manchester United 1. 19 minutes to go. You can see I got sent through, and Koulibaly really trapped the run all the way here. Showed me onto this side, and it was a tough finish to have to make. Somewhat caught De Gea by surprise, I think, taking it this early, because he probably thought I was going to continue the run and try and get an even better angle, but I just decided to hit it and hope, really. And the quality we've maybe lacked in recent weeks is there, and it is now 2 on Arsenal, just when you need us the most. Get in. Lukaku, Leno saves it. Straight after we've gone 2-1 in front, and we make a mistake defensively, and it nearly cost us. Remember Lukaku's shot, saved behind by Bernd Leno. Corner put in towards a mixture as well. Pogba off the post. All of a sudden, Manchester United have woken up. Hello, where have you been all game? Because you weren't in it up until this point, and now 2 chances in the space of 2 minutes. Cross whipped in again. Now Lenglet headers it clear, only as far as Zivkovic. Poor first touch from me. He's going to overrun it to Fosu Mensah. I didn't really need that pass, though, straight away. Ryan Sessegnon's come off the bench as well for United. He's in the box. Ryan Sessegnon still. Van Dijk gets a vital touch. Game on. Ryan Sessegnon again crossing. Virgil van Dijk there yet again. And still, it is Manchester United probing. Arsenal trying to hold on. Tellez inside the D. Gets it back towards Fred for him to hit one from distance. And Leno again is there. Fred off the bench, trying to make something happen. Corner ball again. This time, Leno trying to meet it. Punches out. It's going to come towards Zivkovic. Get it clear, boys. Nothing silly. Playing kick-ups in the edge of our area. What are we doing? El Neni. Alexander-Arnold. Shot. Sends it towards us, which we hold up the play okay. It's going to come towards Alexander-Arnold. Shot again. Down the line. I'm trying to get the ball inside, which we've been able to do. Didn't mean to do it the way I did. But we've held on, and we're into the last minute of the game. Send it line. That's good play. Keep the ball here, Zivkovic, and we've won the game, and we're through to a final. Simple as that. Cross whipped in. Didn't need to. Could have kept hold. But that should be it. Having said that, there is still a minute. Sessegnon. Lukaku. That's going to be it, surely. Surely there's going to be no chance for United. No, there is not. There is a full-time whistle. Our goal makes the difference. Arsenal 2, Manchester United 1. And we go to the Carabao Cup final. Get in. And the game to end off today's episode will feature the league game against Burnley. And at this point, after this, we'll check out who is going to meet us in that Carabao Cup final. So, following this game, we will check that out. And that'll be the end of today's episode. But without further ado, final game coming up at the Emirates. Arsenal taking on Burnley. Need a couple of goals here, potentially. Indeedy. Through to Fornals. Good play, but why is he going the outside of the boot? Pablo, you, right, at times make me just want to tear my hair out. Like, what was that? Take a touch, have a little look, instead of just trying to do an outside the boot shot that was never ever going to work. What on earth was he doing? Great ball, great ball. It's going to be a goal. Immediately, as soon as I saw it in, I knew for a fact that was going to be Burnley 1 up. And I was just going to say, before going into game, there was a stat that showed up. In 21 games, 10 goals conceded for Arsenal before we came into this, which is an average of like 0.5 goals a game. We come here, and that stat's now broken because nobody picks up, is it Martinez in the box? Yeah, well, why have we not got Van Dijk at the back? Why have we gone? Let me show you who's playing centre-back for us today, because it begs the question. He's there, he's available. We haven't even got Van Dijk or Longley. We've got Pedro Enrique and Oliveira. Why? We don't need them. Both of them are fit, Langley and Van Dijk. They could have started this game, no problem. But for some reason, he's gone with those two. Neither one can defend. Just letting the ball bounce and then trying to control it in our own box. Well, we've got a striker right on top of us, but that's what we're apparently going to do now. I've got away from our teammates, but We need to get a move going because this is just not good right now. Shop. Plays it back towards El Neni. El Neni lays it to the edge of the area. Going to get the shot away as well. Deflected behind its corner ball. Could have probably taken a touch. I had time there. I just lashed at it. Not been great from Arsenal so far. The corner's whipped in. We flicked it on. Oh, what a header. Get in. 1-1, and that's come from absolutely nowhere. What a header that is. Get in there. Look at this. Short court. Well, not short. Near post corner, I should say. I realised he was kind of small, so I was thinking, let me get him in the front of him, wrong side him. Just kind of flick it on. My intention wasn't to score. My intention was to flick that back into the box to try and make somebody else get on the end of it, but it's ended up going all the way in. Lobs the keeper, goes into the other corner of the goal. 1-1. Fornals, shot. Get the delivery in, somebody. Took too long. Henderson punches out, and then he picks up loose ball. Finds us. Still in control of the ball as well. Fornals' shot. Needs to get somebody behind it, man. He's not having the greatest episode today, Pablo. Easy. Done the defender with ease. And there's the cut back towards Shot. Finish it, mate. Straight at Henderson. Go to the other side. Try and curl it into the top corner. Near post again. Near post again. Hello. 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 Near post again. Let's see if we can get it again. Oh, it got blocked on the way through. But we're approaching half time. And we just had another really good opportunity. Shot fit it straight at Henderson. Too easy to beat Max there. And we've got him for pace. Who's in the box, though? And that is half the problem when we run the channel like we do. Inside of it, a couple of players now. Still on the ball. Finding Didi. Who's... Oh, I thought that was it. I was about to say whose shot goes into the top corner. How close did he get? The skill in the build-up to this was good. So close to finding number 2. Remains 1-1 here, though, at the Emirates. And we're still searching for that second goal to put us in front. Here is Amiri. Looking for it. It's come from a Burnley corner. This as well. Amiri dinks it. The volley's in. It's blocked brilliantly. I don't know who that was from Burnley. But I just had to try and take that shot on. And that's a great pass through. All of a sudden, one end to the other. Back to the other end. Martinez dispossessed. It came from a Burnley corner. We had a counter-attack. And then we got counter-attacked. Counter-attacked. It was mad. Straight from one end to the other. Immediately, though, trying to go back on the front foot. Oh. Zivkovic was in. And I didn't play the pass properly. And I lost it. Zivkovic's ball. Look at the support I lack, though, in the box right now. Still just trying to do it ourselves. We've got the shot. Chance, chance, chance. That's why I don't trust my right foot. That's why I don't trust my right foot. How have I not scored to make it 2-1? Did all the hard work. Finally, the support came. Immediately, I was actually going to play the pass. Then second-guessed it because I decided against it last second and thought, nah, you know what? I've worked this hard. I'll shoot and finish it myself. But of course I didn't finish it. Because Henderson just turned himself into David De Gea real quick and decided, I'm going to pull off the save of the game so far. Onto the woodwork. Bang. No, you're not scoring, mate. Still, chance again. Trying to get inside the box. That's going to be a corner ball. The slide. Didn't want to see him take the ball off me. Last minute of the game now. We scored from a flick on header at the near post last time. Looking for number 2. There it is again. But this time, didn't get the height or positioning on it. And it looks like we're going to be held to a draw here by Burnley at the Emirates. They struck first through poor defending. And it goes down to Emery's team choice again. But then the save right at the end from Henderson, you've got to say, was just world class to keep them in the game. Otherwise, I'd have scored that. Yeah, my finishing could have been better. Yes, whatever. But at the same time, for some reason, that's not even shown in the final bits. But it's so annoying when that happens, man. We did everything to try and get ourselves in front there. Nothing worked. Liverpool held by Manchester City as well, 0-0, which means they don't pick up points. Man United, on the other hand, they're the team that are in second. You can see, game in hand, if they win that, they'll move to a point behind us. So it's all very close at the minute in this Premier League season. So I'm going to skip a couple of days, see if they did manage to win their game, which they didn't. They drew. So they're on 53 points, which isn't terrible. We're still 3 ahead with 16 to go. In terms of Barcelona, because I forgot to do it last episode, how are they performing in the La Liga? Let's find out. I hate this bug. I really hate this bug. So basically, because we already played a game for Barca, and it ended up being the win, they've not ended up playing any more games theoretically. This is really strange. I don't get when that happens. But regardless, people, that is going to be the end of today's My Player Career Mode episode. Remember, we're also trying to chase down Salah's record of 32 goals. So we need another, 17 to match it? Yeah, 17 to match, 18 to break. And we've only got 16 games to go. So we need an average, a goal, well, 1.2 or something stupid like that per game in order to get there. Which isn't too difficult. It's doable, but we're going to see if that is actually going to be the case. You can see we've got 16 league games to go. We've also got the Europa League coming up as well, I think, in the next couple of episodes. Yeah, Anderlecht, next episode. Mixed in with Manchester City there a couple of times as well. Well, Manchester, sorry, a couple of times in City and United. And we're going to meet Wolves in the Carabao Cup final. They've got themselves to the final. We'll see how that one's going to play. It won't be next episode. I'm not sure if it'll be the next episode after that or not. We will find out in due course. But thank you all so much for watching, guys. If you did enjoy today's, a like would be greatly appreciated. Thank you for your continued support on the channel as well. Really appreciate that. If you are new around here and like what you see, hit the subscribe button down below. Also turn notifications on so you know whenever a new video goes live so you don't miss them. Hope you all have a fantastic day, and I'll see you all again tomorrow at 4 PM for another video. Adios.